Cat.
They're gonna go international now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not joking.
He's the man. He's the one that told me about it.
I'm sending it to
I'm waiting for it to upload live. Last time it said live right here.
Yeah, it took a minute last time.
Live.
Are the overlays on it? Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Share. Copy link.
Adrian, just get Tara to send you the link. It's 08. So it's going to do that over there.
Okay.
I don't give them very much time to they're in good shape.
Send the link to my family as well.
Got to.
Okay. So when they make a goal, I just go up here, change the period.
Well, you'll hit goal.
And then put the players made it, and then
Yeah.
what about assist? Is that on the
It'll
previous hit too?
yeah, goal will be at the top and assist will be at the bottom.
Okay.
You'll see. They should come down here and shoot twice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're starting over there.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We're live here from Chesapeake, Virginia this time at the Chilled Ponds Arena as our junior checkers have their third game of this tournament here against the junior rail yard dogs. They're coming off a 3-1 victory over the Potomac Patriots, and yesterday suffered a 7-3 loss to the Tomorrow's Ice North Stars. I'm here with Mitchell Schultz. We're trying to go through some of this different overlay stuff and mess with that and see what we can get done with it. So should be interesting.
Something new this time.
Yep.
At least it's not as cold as it was this morning.
No, we can't see our breath, so hopefully my hands won't be shaking. And hopefully we can get another victory here for the Checkers. And if they do win, they would move on to the championship game tomorrow. It looks like we're going to send out Chance at center. I think that's Max at left wing, Jensen at right wing, Zach and Abel, the two defensemen. 13 minutes on the clock. Faceoff's won by the Rail Yard Dogs, intercepted by Jensen. He's going to take it into the zone. Takes an early shot off the goalie's leg. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. They're going to throw it off themselves. Put it up. And it's out of the zone, picked up by Jensen. Able to enter through, gets tripped up. No call. Oh, they do call it. Didn't see the sign from the official, but we'll take the trip. Checkers were very good on the power play in our first game today, so we'll see if they can keep that up here. So we're going to enter the power play.
We may have a delay, but I'll get there.
Face-off won by Chance Leonard. Comes back to Max. Nice passing. Back to Abel. Abel's going to pass it to Jensen, and it slips away and goes into the corner. Picked up by the Rail Yard Dogs, and a loose puck out in front. Dangerous play. Picked up again by the Yard Dogs. Up along the boards. Chance has got it. He's got some space to work with. He's got Max in front of the net. Oh, what a pass. And way to get in position there, Max, as it's dumped back down below once again. Great pressure from the Checkers right now. Up against the wall. Chance has had himself one heck of a tournament, too. Max over to Jensen, and the Yard Dogs get a stick on it. Abel's going to pinch up. Still in the zone, and this time it does trickle out. Zach Tariq's going to pick it up. Over, throw it all along the wall there for Jensen. Goes off his skate and back into the zone. Pressured by Max. And the Yard Dog's going to take it down the other way, and we're going to get a penalty this time by a roughing there. So there's a big collision as the Yard Dogs enter the zone. Looks like Abel's going to go. So we're going to go 4-on-4 here.
I'll just take it off.
Yeah, I'd just take it off. Okay. No option for 4-on-4. We haven't got to that point yet. So we got 23 seconds where it'll be 4-on-4, and then we're going to have to kill off a minute 7 of a power play for the Yard Dogs here. Looks like Steph is going to be taking the draw. One to the side by Steph. Henry's on it. Gets dumped back below, picked up by Garrett. Garrett takes his time back there, trying to decide what to do with it. Throws it off the wall. And it does trickle out. It's touched by a Yard Dog last, so it won't be icing. And nice pressure from Steph. Jack's going to win the race to it off into the corner. It's going to come back to Henry. Dump back down. Jack with the puck. Takes a shot. It's loose and covered up by the goalie. 50 seconds left on the PK here for the Checkers. And right now, Steph's center, and we got Harrison in at the wing, and both Henry and Garrett back in at D. And it's cleared out quickly by the Yard Dogs. This might have enough on it for icing. Should. Yep, we're going to bring it back. So 42 seconds still remaining on the power play for the Rail Yard Dogs.
Rail Yard Dogs.
I'm not sure what town they're out of, but we'll just call them the Yard Dogs for short. Face-off's won by the Yard Dogs. I'm going to throw it off the wall. It comes back to Henry. He's able to keep it back, fire it back down below the net. No pressure from the Checkers as they're still on the PK here. And it's carried up by the Yard Dogs. Pressured by Steph. Somebody got a stick on it, and Brock able to snag that after it got redirected. Looked like maybe off Garrett's stick there. Nice save by Brock early on.
18 seconds left.
Yeah. As Mitchell said, 18 seconds left here on the PK. And we'll see Abel come out of the box. And Joe Babe's in here. Roanoke, Virginia. Junior Rail Yard Dogs. So that's where they play out of. Puck's going to come along the boards here. Dug out by Zach Tariq. And it goes back behind our net. Picked up by Jensen. Power play over. Got Abel. There he is, out of there. Passed up ahead, and Reed deflected. No icing. And good pressure there by Max. He's able to get a stick on it again. Comes back down to Chance. Chance using the board. He tries for a wraparound, but a good stick by the Rail Yard Dogs. All kinds of people asking for the pass. Chance had the right idea, just couldn't get it through there. And the Yard Dogs going to throw it up at the long left boards once again. Abel goes D to D, kept in by Zach. And the Rail Yard Dogs have got something here. We're going to have to hustle. And a good back check and a nice save by Brock. Zach did a good job getting a stick in there. And a nice pass up across. Somebody got a stick on it. And it's knocked back out of the zone. A lot of back and forth hockey right now. Picked up by Jensen. Makes a move. Makes another move. And gets a shot, but just missed the net. Oh, fanned on by the Rail Yard Dogs. Picked up by Chance. And good shot by Chance. Stick save by the goalie. Comes back out to Abel. Abel dumps it in deep. Comes back to him. Still loose. And it's poked out of the zone by the Yard Dogs. Abel's going to chase that thing down, win the race to it. Comes back across towards Brock, but it's poked out safely. And we're in the corner. We can't see all that well. But it looks like Zach's got it to safety. Comes around the net. Zach's going to carry it up through the neutral zone and all by himself take it down. He's got one guy to beat. Here comes Zach Tariq. Shot, stick, save. What a save by the goalie. That's a nice shot by Zach. Thought we had one there. We're going to switch lines here. 7:37 remaining in the first period. This will be the first time this line's all together. Not working on a PK or a 4-on-4. So we got Steph, Jack, Harrison, and then Henry and Garrett playing D right now. Yard Dogs. Oh, nice stick there from Steph. Just going to apply more pressure down below. As it comes up, and it's cleared out. Touched up by Garrett. He's going to win the race to the puck. Use the boards to get out of danger, and he takes a hit. Picked up by Jack as we got a 2-on-2 the other way and a good stick. And Garrett keeps it in. Still in the zone and finally pumped out. And it looked like Henry got tripped up there. Didn't see a call though. Picked up by Jack. He pushes it forwards. The Rail Yard Dogs push it forwards now and get it into the zone. Garrett's got a little bit of time and space to work with. He's going to go off the boards, but it's intercepted by the Rail Yard Dogs and a great stick by Steph. He had two guys open there in front of the net, and Steph really saved a prime opportunity, and now he's going to carry it back the other way. Just two guys to beat for Steph. But it's picked off by the tallest Yard Dog and comes out towards the blue line, and a nice keep in again by Henry. Henry's going to dump it in a little bit deeper. The Yard Dogs have it behind their net, but pressure from Jack. Henry's going to win the race to the puck and feed it across, but there was no D-man there. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. And now it's Garrett throwing it up to Harrison. Harrison gets it out of the zone, but it's picked up by the Yard Dogs. Come in with speed, and a stick is put on it by Garrett, and it's picked up by Steph. Steph trying to go coast to coast. He's going to feed the pass, perfect pass right up ahead to Jack, who's swarmed by rail yard dogs. And once again, back into the checkers. We should get an icing. No icing. Looked like we could have used a change here. It's picked up by Garrett. But we got some changes on the fly. Garrett's going to take it all by himself, make a move. and backhand it right just wide of the net. And Jensen picks up the puck. He passes it, centered for Steph. And Jensen's got it now behind the net. Passes it up to Steph. And they were able to make a change as we got fresh legs. Abel shoots it off the side of the net, picks up the rebound. The checkers are flying right now. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. And it's off into the open space right now. This is the fastest skater for the Yard Dogs by far, number 25 there. Good stick there by Zach as it's going to go behind the net. Abel's going to pick it up. It's going to go off the glass. And it's picked up by the Yard Dogs. Some pressure from Jensen. It looks like Steph ends up with the puck. He's chasing it down anyway. Nice move. Oh, and a good stick by the Yard Dogs. Nobody else down here right now. Abel's going to pass it to Zach. Zach's going to take it in. They got a 3-on-2. Zach back, tried to get it to Steph. And it's still loose in front of the net. Abel picks it up. He's got some space. He's going to fire it. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. They try to clear it. Zach throws it down deep. Jensen throws it back behind the net. And Chance takes a hit. Abel passes it across to Zach, who just shoots it right back to Abel. Across to Jensen. Jensen's going to take a shot, and he scores! All right, the checkers go up 1-0. Great puck movement right there. It looked like both defensemen, Zach and Abel, on the assist, and a goal by Jensen. There you go. And then hit the highlight and hit maybe Jensen, Zach, and Abel, 14, and then hit complete. And that'll flag it. Nice. Thanks.
No problem. I'm still learning it, so.
Not sure what the delay is about right now.
It did go off of this stick.
All right, so they called it a good goal. Good job, Jensen!
Probably say good goal.
So still not sure if that hit a high stick of one of the rail yard dogs or not.
No, we got a goal.
Yep, good goal. I thought they did because Jensen was jumping up and down, and he's right there again with a good stick. Rail yard dogs playing for their lives right now. Comes around the boards, picked up by Jensen.
Speed.
He does have some speed to work with right now. Chance holds up. Jensen with the moves. Shot just missed the net. Good pressure from Chance as it goes back behind the net again. And wrapped around and just off the stick of Zach. Yard Dogs take it back down the other way. Picked up by Abel. And he does get it out of the zone. It's bouncing around quite a bit right now. Jensen with some pressure. Looked like that was going to be icing, but no call for icing. Picked up by Zach. Stolen away by the Rail Yard Dogs. They've got a 2-on-2. It looked like somebody lost an edge there. Zach picks it up. They've got a 3-on-2 if they can hurry here. A nice pass up ahead to Jensen. And they knock it out of the zone. Ends up back on Jensen's stick as he makes a nice dish across to Zach. Back over to Chance. Oh, and it just sticked away. Take a shot, Chance. Right on net. There it is for the rebound. Comes back out to Abel. Abel fires it. It ends up on a Rail Yard Dog stick. And it does get knocked out of the zone. Abel's going to try and chase that down. Good pressure from the Yard Dogs. Puck's still stuck there in the corner. I had somebody set up in front of the net, but it's intercepted by Zach. Zach's been all over it on the defensive end here thus far. He wants one as he brings it in. Makes a move, shot, and what a save by the goalie. Nice move by Zach as well to take it coast to coast. And we'll get a line change here with 1:07 remaining in the first period.
I feel my toes in this arena, so that's good.
We'll take it. Face off won by the Yard Dogs. Oh, Harrison lost an edge. Oh, but nice recovery. So he's able to keep it in there. Now the Checkers need to spread out a little bit. Harrison with a shot just through the crease. Picked up, I think that's Jack over there. He's able to push it back in deeper. And off the stick of Garrett, and a nice poke. Good recovery there as the Yard Dogs were about to be off to the races. Another interception by Garrett. He's going to push it up ahead. He's got a man. You can see him. He had Harrison. Oh, Steph tried to soccer kick it. And it goes behind our net, settled down by Garrett. It's going to go off the boards. And it's picked off by Henry. Oh, that was the end of the period. Yeah, they had a good chance there. Had a 2-on-1, but obviously not enough time either. So after one period, it's 1-0 Checkers. Hopefully the overlays and everything's working thus far.
Okay. I ended the first period.
I hit cancel.
Cancel. Start period 2. I'm waiting to start it.
Oh.
Yeah. We're talking 45 seconds.
I'm not sure what you're seeing at home. It's possible you might be seeing, Mellow Mushroom, the official sponsor of the Junior Checkers, and their uniform patch. You might be seeing Puck Hogs hockey. Of course, our buddy Joe's tape company. Anytime you need sock tape, stick tape, Joe's your man. And you might even see some Hattie-Co stuff. So if you have a player that gets a hat trick, you want to load them up with a Hattie-Co hat, or you're just a broke dad at home, you need a hat. Anyways, we're going to be shooting down the other end this period as we enter period number 2. And once again, a lot of pressure from the Checkers, but good goalie play from our opponents.
Yes, for sure.
Brock hadn't been tested all that much, but obviously he's held his own. There's a big 0 on the board.
There's definitely a lot of back checking that's going on the opponent's team that's causing us to not get that goal.
All right, right now it's Steph, Jack, Harrison, Garrett, and Henry out there. Steph is able to pass it up to Harrison, and it's intercepted by the Yard Dogs. Dumped in deeper, and they do call that one for icing. So we'll take the face-off in the offensive zone.
This is one face-off, lost face-off.
I wouldn't worry about that. Too much to keep track of.
That the whole game.
Yeah. See if Steph knocks it right, and it pinballs around, picked up by Garrett. Garrett passes it across, and Jack can't come up with it. There was a stick from a rail yard dog in there as well. Passed across. And this might be icing again.
Somebody lost the stick.
And it's going to go back into the offensive zone. And the rail yard dog is going to get a full line change. I'm not sure if we will or not. Looks like we're going to keep the same guys out there.
Harrison lost his stick on that last play.
Oh, it's Harrison that lost
Yep.
his stick.
He was still skating towards the other end. He was going to punt it.
Face-off goes in the Yard Dogs direction once again, off the boards. Kept in by Garrett. He's going to pass it right across, but it does come out the blue line. Gathered up by Henry. Back across to Steph. Not sure what happened right in front of us here. Yep, looks like they might either...
Offsides.
Sure. I thought they were going to call a penalty on whatever happened with Henry right here. But just an offsides. Face-off won this time by Steph. Back to Henry and across to Garrett. Can handle the floater. He's going to dump it in. And Jack on the attack. And just does come out. A lot of time in the neutral zone in this game. Henry's going to win the race to the puck. He's going to take it around the net. Pressure from the Yard Dogs, and he finds a nice hole. Back up top. Pressure from Jack and Steph. It's going to go back below our net. Picked up by Henry. He's going to push it up towards Jack. Comes across to Steph. And 4 Yard Dogs all converge on the puck. And it squirts up ahead, chased by Garrett.
Almost a dog pile.
Good pressure from Garrett. Harrison's going to have to back check on this one. He wins the race to the puck. Ooh. He passes it up. Shot. Nice stick by Henry. And we've been... Nice pass up ahead. It's going to try and win the race. So they're going to throw it all the way around the boards. And we're going to need a line change, I tell you. They have been back and forth and back and forth. Steph passes it up. It's picked off by the Yard Dogs. And a nice defensive play over there by Garrett Kerr. This time it does run over a stick. Another stick by Henry. Henry has been critical to the success of the Checkers here in this tournament. Passed up towards Max. Max with a nice stick lift. Gets it out of the zone and then picks off the pass right away. Oh, and it sits there on that blue line like we talked about. But you know what? A very happy line change. That was a lot of skating for that line right there. Oh. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully Abel's all right. Well, this line should be fresh. Face-off is directed towards the wall. Oh, and both Checkers collide with each other. But Zach able to keep the piece for now, and Abel was back there. Couldn't see him in the camera shot, but he was where he was supposed to be. Shot on net. Save Brock. Picked up by Zach. Shot off the side of the net. Goes right out front. And the Yard Dogs score. And it's 1-1. Tough one there. Not sure who would on assignment for out in front of the net there. Picked up by Max. He's trying to get a quick answer. Passes it over. Stoned by the goalie. And this has been the story really all day. And Checkers have outshot both of their opponents by a ton. And just kind of got goalied. Face-off goes towards the wall, picked up by Chance and dumped in deep. And it's redirected right off the stick of the Yard Dogs. A nice pinch by Abel, keeps it in. Picked up by Zach. He's going to retreat a little bit, create some space, pass it up ahead to Jensen. We got all 3 forwards all in a bubble there. And it looks like we're going to get onto the power play. This is passed up ahead. They're going to touch up, and we're going to head to the power play. .8:44 remaining in the second period here. Going to go to the offensive zone here. Steph going to try and take the face off. Let's see if we can make the Railroad Dogs pay on their penalty here. Face off goes deep into the corner. Comes back out. Henry tries to shuffle it over. And it's picked up by the Yard Dogs. And goes deep. Henry behind his own net, reverses course. And back behind the net again. This time Garrett's going to win the race to the puck, use the boards to his advantage, pass it up to Jack, and it's kept in again. Comes to Garrett's stick. He's going to throw it up towards Harrison off a stick, redirected back in. Harrison's going to try and take it into the zone. Jack checking up on the blue line and knocked back out once again by the Yard Dogs. Garrett off the boards to Jack. Comes back to Garrett. Garrett makes a move, shot. Thought he had a chance at that one, but another save by the goalie. It's down in the corner. Steph trying to battle. Trying to take on 2 Yard Dogs. Good work there by Steph. Yard Dogs try to take it out, and it's going to end up on the stick of Henry. He's going to throw it up towards Jack. Jack makes a move towards the wall. He's got some space to work with. It's going to get knocked back out towards Henry. And centers it across towards Garrett. He settles it back down and goes across to Henry. Can't come up with it. And comes back out towards Harrison. He's going to fire it over towards Garrett. And it's picked off by the Yard Dogs. And they get a shot and a nice save by Brock. Oof, checkers collide with each other. They need some pressure right now. They're on the power play. And we got a penalty behind the play. Looks like they might get Steph here for maybe a roughing.
Looks like they're going to be on the power play now.
They're trading penalties here. It's the Yard Dogs going to go on the power play. Steph takes his penalty. And don't see that very often.
No.
It looked like it was really more of a collision behind the net, but some confusion here. Face-off is won. And the Yard Dogs kicked up by Abel, picked up by Jensen. Chance able to get it into the zone.
Somebody go get it!
Picked up by the Yard Dogs. They're going to skate it out of the zone. A good stick by Chance. Ends up with a chance here for Max. The Yard Dogs take it back in towards the zone. Abel in perfect position, goes behind the net. Picked up by Max. He's going to use the wall, and he's got something here. It's poked into the corner. Max centers it. Nobody there for him. Picked up by Abel, and it does go back out the blue zone again. Knocked in. Abel's going to knock it towards the wall. And it does trickle over the blue line. Picked up by Max. He makes a move. Trying to use his feet. Still going with it forwards. Gets it across the line, centering pass towards Jensen. And the Yard Dog's able to get a stick on it. Nice shift here from Max. Nice stick there from Jensen to keep it in as we're evened up again, 5 on 5. Abel throws it across, picked up by Chance. He's going to pass it up towards Zach. Goes around a defenseman. We've got 3 on 1 if they can hurry. Oh, he just missed the net. Comes across to Jensen. Jensen, some nice stick work right in front of the net. Not able to get a rebound through. Chance pushes it down further. Ends up on the stick of Zach. Zach behind the net, trying to figure out what to do with it. And now the Yard Dogs end up with the puck. And good support there from Abel as he's able to set them back on their way as it's a 3 on 0 right now. And a good shot from Jensen, and the best skater on the Yard Dogs able to back check there. Picked up by Zach. And the Yard Dogs throw it behind their own net. Looks like Jensen should win this race. Jensen trying to figure out who to pass it to. And it comes right across and springs the Yard Dogs. But they're offsides. They're not happy with the call, but it looked like offsides to me. 3 minutes and 16 seconds left, still 1-1.
Fresh shift.
Looks like they're going to move Garrett up to forward. Switch him with Steph. Garrett's going to be working with Harrison and Jack. And Steph's going to be paired up with Henry. Henry's got some pressure. Redirected, goes over to Jack. Jack with some speed. And it comes back out behind the net, picked up by Garrett. Garrett passes it back around. Picked up by Harrison. And the Yard Dogs have it. Good pressure from Garrett. He's going to intercept the puck. Ends up on the stick of Garrett. He takes a shot and he scores! And boy, did the Checkers need that one. Looked like assist from Harrison, goal by Garrett. And they needed that one. Two-1 Checkers here. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Yard Dogs that time, but it stayed underneath the referee. It doesn't look like it. I heard from some of the players yesterday, the ice, it was wet. And that looked like one of those situations where the puck just didn't move. It's weird. Good pressure by this line. The Yard Dog's going to change.
And the puck almost acts like a suction cup to the ice.
Yeah, in some spots, it's weird. All right. Face-off won back by the Yard Dogs. Going to go off the boards. Picked up by Henry. He's got a lane. Oh, and it gets poked away. Steph's going to have to retreat and play safety here. He picks up the puck. Good pressure from the Yard Dogs. And off the glass, a nice, good effort by Steph. Harrison's got pressure. Picked off by the Yard Dogs again. They're going to bring it in. And it goes back behind the net. Picked off by Garrett. He's going to knock it forward. Oh, and he gets tripped up. Springs Harrison free. Harrison's got a chance here. He's going towards the net. Fires it, and it's gloved by the goalie. Good effort there from Harrison. And a great line shift from that line right there. So interesting. Coach swaps a forward and a defenseman. They get a lot of pressure down in there. We'll see if they do the same thing with this one. Yep, looks like Chance is going to drop back into the defensive spot with Zach going to forward. Yep, Max and Jensen out there. Minute 19 to go here in the second period.
There is a power.
Oh, I missed that penalty call. I guess it was that trip on Garrett right up against the boards there. Yard Dogs able to clear, and really well-placed puck. Not enough for icing, which they do have on the PKs here. Oh, and a good stick by the Yard Dogs is... Now Jensen picks up the puck. Passed across. See if Max can win the race towards it. Checkers are buzzing right now. Pass, and Zach's got the puck in front of the net. Yard Dogs able to knock it out of the zone. And once again, just about perfectly placed to not get that icing call. D to D, able to Chance. Up to Zach. Checkers really doing a nice job of moving the puck around right now. Zach dangles through a couple Yard Dogs, and he's going to be off to the races. He's got Max right with him. Shoots and just missed the net. Jensen's going to have to try and chase that down. Gets it back towards Abel. Abel knocks it back down deep, and they've got a chance right now. Hey, Jensen's going to shoot. And the goalie grabs it with his glove. It's a good shot, though, from Jensen. And a great little pop-in by Abel to spring that opportunity as he had 2 Yard Dogs chasing him down.
It's the second time going full shoot.
21 seconds left on the power play here. Zach's going to take the face-off. Goes towards the wall. Goes off a skate and just does trickle out. And that's going to do it for the period. There'll still be 11 seconds left on the power play for our Checkers. Holding on to a narrow 2-1 lead. And man, this has been a nail-biter.
It really has.
I was hoping they would come out here and just give it to them, but Yard Dogs playing for their life. They're hanging tough.
They really are.
There's a couple of their players that are just really good skaters, been chasing down our Checkers on a lot of loose pucks.
There are a lot of chances where the Yard Dogs have the puck and the Checkers are kind of just hanging back. They need to go and be more aggressive, be more puck hungry. Go after that.
Yeah, we need to get another one here. 20 seconds remaining here before we enter the third period. Checkers will be coming down this direction, shooting on our end again here. And once again, another nice job by number 00, the goalie on the Yard Dogs here.
What, 4 glove saves now?
At least 4, yeah, 4 glove saves. Maybe plays first base in baseball. Always thought that'd be a good combo. First baseman in baseball, goalie in hockey. So we're going to send back out the line of Harrison, Garrett, Jack. They're going to be paired up with Chance and Henry. So they switched up the defensive pairings too. All right, we're underway here in the third. Face-off won by Garrett. Comes right to Jack and knocked into the zone. This line picking up right where they left off. Centering pass is knocked out of the way by the Yard Dogs. Picked up by Henry, who throws it in deep. Jack's going to go back behind the net, try and dig it out of there. Yard Dogs come up with it, and they're going to try and center it, but it's a nice keep-in by Chance. Oh, that's Harrison. Those two always confuse me. They look very alike with their gear. Both righties. Yard Dogs going to come down here with some pressure. Penalty has expired. It's picked up by Garrett. He's got some room to work with. He's got to skate hard. And it's poked out of there. And the Yard Dogs. And a nice hustle by Chance. It was right off the boards. Ends up on the stick of Henry. Henry throws it up ahead, and it might be enough for icing. That was a great hustle right there by Chance to get back and prevent what could have been a 2-on-0 there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I wonder if Coach will go with a little shorter shifts here in the third. 11:55 remaining, 2-1 Checkers. Looks like Zach is still going to be in the face-off circle. Springs loose in front of the net. Thrown towards, changed directions a couple times and just wide of the net. Abel knocks it around the boards. And it's dumped back in. Picked up by Steph. Steph's got some room to work with. He's going to throw it up towards Jensen, but just out of his reach. Touched up by a Yard Dog and redirected towards number 8, their left winger. And dumped back into the corner. Pressured by Steph. Steph's going to take it around his own net. And it's still loose in front of the net. Abel able to knock it to safety over there in the corner. Picked up by Zach. Zach's been a steady hand all game long. Here comes Zach, coast to coast. He's got Jensen cutting towards the net. Tries to center it. What a pass by Zach. Just off the heel of the stick there of Jensen. It's the right idea for sure. The Yard Dog fell down. Jensen's going to take a shot. It goes off the pad. Rebound. And he's able to hold on to both. Good effort there from both Zach and Jensen. They're going to shift lines again here. 10:43 remaining. Offensive zone face-off here for the Checkers. We'll see if they can take advantage. Face-off comes towards the right wing. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. Good stick from Harrison. Keeps it in. We got no pressure down in there. Now Jack applies some pressure. It's like they got a stick on it, but it's coming out towards center ice, and that's the speedy number 25 we've talked about. And a shot and a save by Brock. Whoops. 44. There you go. And then hit highlight. Brock.
I just hit
we hit save first, so there you go. All right, trying to figure out the program over here. So pops up in the air. Chance ends up with a nice pass. Goes off the stick of Garrett, but he's going to win the race to it. And he's on his way. He's going to run out of an angle, though. He passes it. Oh, nobody there. And they're coming back the other way. Hard back check by both Chance and Garrett. He's going to go back around the back of the net. And they're going to probably need a line change after that sprint. Comes back towards the defense of the Rail Yard Dogs. Picked up by Harrison. He's going to flick it up towards center ice. And it's dumped back in, and we've got a stoppage. What was that stop for?
Offsides on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It just came through in the air. It's like, what the heck? Missed him. Must have been the left winger down here. I like that Coach is going quick changes, keeping them fresh because this game's tight. I can't forget about that save there from Brock. That was big. Puck comes back towards Henry, just out of his reach. Oh, that's Abel. Abel comes back around our own net. The Yard Dog chasing. He's going to carry it up. He's got some momentum. Abel with a shot, a nice shot. It's gloved again by their goalie. That was a great shot by Abel. Right where you want it to be. They're going to have to start shooting blocker high. You can't ask for a better shot than that.
He looked like he rotated his wrist trying to get that puck.
Good shot, Abel. Zach's going to go try and take this face off. And it ends up on the stick of Max, who passes it back out to Steph. He fires it just wide of the net. It ends up on the stick of Jensen. Jensen down low, throws it off the wall, picked up by the Yard Dogs. And a nice keep in by Abel, but they are able to work it back, and both defensemen were up pinching. And look at the back check by Steph. What a hustle by Steph. That's how you do it, folks, right there. Zach Tariq with the puck now. He's going to carry it forwards. Fighting off some pressure. He's got Jensen right there with him. Nice pass. It's Jensen. Oh, and he just missed the net. That's two grade A passes from Zach. Puck trickles off towards the side over there, right in front of the net. Comes out to Abel. Abel makes a move. He's going to pass it down deeper towards Max. Max makes a move. He breaks loose, and he shoots it just off the side of the net. It's coming in on a tight angle. Lost an edge over there in the corner. Picked up by Jensen. Good pressure from this line right now. Jensen trying for the wraparound. It's defended well by the Yard Dogs. Jensen trying to find somebody open. Still has the puck. Throws it down deep. He's got Max. Max pirouettes with the puck. Dumps it down a little deeper and wins the race to the puck. Good pressure there from the Yard Dogs as they're able to knock it loose. And Jensen's right on it, and he comes up with the puck. Nice shot by Jensen, and it's gloved again by goalie number 00, and tremendous pressure from that line. Really finished hard on that shift, and can't forget about Steph's back check right there. They had a 2-on-0, and he was flying back there to make that play. We'll switch lines. It's going to be the line of Jack, Garrett, and Harrison. It's won by the Yard Dogs, picked up by Garrett. He's going to weave around a defenseman. Dumps it into the corner. Harrison giving chase. Comes up towards the Yard Dogs. Jack in there with a stick. And a nice keep in by Chance. Ends up on the stick of Harrison. Harrison with a shot. Goes off the side of the net. Rebound, Jack. And comes out towards Chance with a chance. And it's knocked out of the zone. They're going to have to hustle. Harrison's going to go towards the net and does a nice job cutting off his angle. And now he's got help. It's picked up by Garrett. Garrett trying to go through almost everybody. Oh, and he shoots it off the leg of the goalie. 5-hole was open there. Oh. Got it out of the air. I thought they were going to call a high stick, but it wasn't. A little baseball play there. Shot over towards the wall. Good pressure again from the Checkers as both teams are going north-south right now. And what a play from the knees to knock it into the zone by the Yard Dog there. Henry's got the puck. He's going to shuffle it over towards Chance. Picked up by Garrett. And he's knocked down by the Yard Dogs. I'm not sure what we're going to get here. I know we're going to get a line change. So it looks like we're going on the power play. It's still just 2-1 in this game. 6:06 remaining. Golly, you got to give a tip of the cap to this goalie right here, number 00. He's small, but he's mighty, and that glove has been untouchable. Zach's going to take the face-off here. See if the Checkers can add to their lead. They've got all kinds of pressure in the offensive zone right now. Off to Steph. Ends up to Max, over to Jensen, and he just missed the net. Ends up over to Zach. Zach gets it poked away, but he's able to steal it back himself. And it goes off the skate of Max and redirects out to the Yard Dogs. Yard Dogs trying to go off the boards. They've got somebody. Nice body angle there from Abel. He's going to go off the boards. It's going to end up on the stick of Steph. He's going to go around a defenseman and carry it forwards. Oh.
What was that?
And I guess they called it offsides. I was not sure about that one, but he had a better angle than I did. I'll leave it to him. We're going to switch lines. We got 5:21 to go. 45 seconds in the power play. A lot of north-south hockey right now. Got to be some tired bodies. They saw one forward and knocked out of the zone quickly. And it's going to come all the way to Brock. Just going to redirect and then cover. Pretty safe play there and a good one by Brock. Face-off won by the Yard Dogs, but thrown forwards. Picked up by Garrett. Garrett's going to fire a shot, and he scores! He found the only spot that wasn't covered by the goalie. My goodness.
Unassisted.
Right in the left-hand corner down there. Couldn't get a glove on that one. It's just low and towards the blocker. And what a good extra goal the Checkers really needed right there. 3-1. And they made them pay on the power play once again. 4:52 remaining. Face off one forward, but it ends up with the Yard Dogs. Comes back to Henry, and it's picked off by the Yard Dogs. Yard Dogs, all kinds of them out of position. Picked up and thrown over to Garrett from Jack. Garrett trying to go around. He's got Jack. Nice pass right out in front. Just couldn't get a stick on it. That was Harrison right out in front of the net. Kept in by Chance. Goes deep to Jack. And they're able to clear. I don't know if that's going to have... It should have enough for icing. And I think you'll see a line change here. 4:12 remaining. And a great shift there in that line again. And come back into the offensive zone. 3-1 Checkers. Face-off won by the Yard Dogs. They've done a nice job on the face-offs tonight, too. Over to Abel. D-to-D pass to Steph. Steph's going to fire it low. Max gets a stick on it. Max over to Zach. Oh, what a save by the goalie as Zach had a chance there from point blank. Like it might have went off his mask. Kept in by Steph. Thrown back deep. Picked up by the Yard Dogs. They're going to throw it off to their winger. Nice pressure from Abel to keep it in there. Max going to hustle to it. Get it behind the net. And it's froze up by the Yard Dogs. Still good pressure, though. .335 remaining here in the third period. Face-off is tried to be pushed forward by Zach, but it's kind of clogged up there. Knocked out of the zone and thrown forward, and man, that was a... They're pretty strict on these offsides, and that one looked pretty good to me. All right. Face-off won by Zach. Back to himself. Up against the boards and drug in by Zach. They've got the zone now. Zach with a nice move. He's going to have a chance here. Backhand, tried at 5-hole, and a good stick save. You heard the stick from the goalie. Jensen fires it right under the stick of number 25 on the Yard Dogs. He's going to float it around. It just sneaks over the stick of Steph. Steph backhands it. Center ice right into the best player there, the Yard Dogs. Number 25 comes down around and runs out of room. Nice defense by the Checkers. Abel up against the board, intercepted by Jensen. Jensen dangling. Goes backwards and has it kicked off his stick. Steph with a good body angle. Pretty creative play there from Jensen. Steph coming back down the other way. Oh, our scoreboard, he says, still says.
Oh.
2-1. There we go.
That was my fault.
That's okay. We're still learning this thing. We're going to switch lines here. 2:24 remaining here in the third period. Face off one back by Garrett. Comes to Henry. And it's picked off by the Yard Dogs, but pushed forward. They've got a chance here. 3-on-2. In and out of the zone. Henry takes his time, throws it across to Chance. Had a rolling puck, throws it up off the boards, gathered up by Garrett. Garrett tries to take it in. Centering pass right there is Harrison and Jack. Ends up on the stick of, and it pops up in the air. Turned and thrown towards the net. Rebound out. Picked up by Harrison. Harrison tries to make a dangle on him. Henry comes down to help. Passes it over to Jack. Jack takes a shot. It sits out in front, and it's froze up by the goalie. Good pressure here from this shift. We got 1:34 remaining in the game. We'll see if they end up pulling the goalie or not. We saw it in the last game. Face-off is run forwards by Zach. Picked up by the Yard Dogs and stolen away by Zach. Boy, does he deserve one for how he's played in this game. Throws it right out in front. Jensen needed to be right-handed there.
Yeah, he did.
Takes it back behind the net. Nice move by Jensen. Frees himself, creates some open space. Goes behind the net. Still loose out in front. Couple whacks at it. And the Yard Dogs able to semi-clear and now get it out of the zone. And a good poke there by Zach. He's going to carry in. All three Checkers were kind of in a bunch there. Zach gets a piece of that. It's picked up by Jensen. A nice little dangle. They've got a chance here. Jensen trying to ice it. And he does! What a move!
Oh my God.
Jensen from Zach. And that should do it. And this line deserved one. They had all kinds of pressure. Down to 39 seconds left, and the Checkers are going to go up 4-1. Couple dangles there. Did you get Jensen on the goal assist, Zach?
Yep.
Did you get the highlight?
I did.
Nice. You're the man. Face-off won by Garrett. He's going to make a move. Leaves it behind, though. It was poked away. Oh, and it's loose. Gonna have to hustle one last time. Henry with a nice stick. We've seen it all tournament long. And a big stick by Henry gets it up towards the neutral zone and in offsides. 15 seconds remaining. There's a couple key plays I'm thinking of right now. It was the back check by Steph when we had a 1-goal lead, and when we were tied, that big save by Brock.
Yes.
Both of those plays huge in this game. Could have turned the momentum a different way. See the face-off one towards Jack. Jack's going to carry it in. Jack with a centering pass to Garrett. Sort of flubbed on it. He gets it back out, pass it to Harrison, and a nice stick by the Yard Dogs. And they run out of time with all kinds of pressure. But we'll take the win. A great performance from the Checkers and an all-day performance as they win 3-1 earlier and 4-1 here tonight. And that should punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow. Should. Got to give a tip of the cap, though, to that goalie over there. My goodness, he played well.
Double zero.
25 as well. Skating hard off everything. So we'll take that momentum and we'll try and make sure that all this stuff worked out well. And we do a little film study and see if we can take on the tomorrow's Ice North Stars tomorrow. But nice work by our junior checkers here this afternoon and this morning.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. Appreciate you working the scoreboard, and
Yeah, of course.
thanks for everybody tuning in at home. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be sure to update you on the time of what game, what time that championship game is going to be.